Hi, this is Jennifer from Seattle, Washington, and I'm excited to share with you some of my family's favorite books. All of these are Kane Miller books, which are a beautiful collection of books. They're all fiction, and all of them are books that really touch your heart. Most of them are from authors from other countries, too, so there's lots of diversity in the Kane Miller books. The first book I want to share with you is my boys' favorite book, called Dan the Taxi Man, and this is by Eric Odie. He is from here in Washington State, and he has written an incredible book to teach our kids all about rhythm and rhyme and musical instruments. And Dan the Taxi Man goes around picking up different members of the band, and this book is so highly interactive. The kids will be making sounds, they'll be making motions. It is my favorite read-aloud book. I always recommend it to preschools, and they love it for their preschool book fairs. Eric Odie also is an incredible author for author visits, so definitely check out his website, ericodie.com, and you can check and see what that would look like to host him at the schools that you work with. So highly recommend the book. It's my bestseller. I've yet to meet a kid that doesn't totally love this book. So that's the first one. The second one is Nat the Cat's Sunny Smile, and this is written and illustrated by Jez Alborough. And this book is a great book to teach kids all about the power of being positive, and how when you smile, that smile spreads to everyone else. So in this story, Cat is wanting to go on a picnic, and his friends just aren't very happy, whether they're grumpy or sad. And Cat ends up sharing his smile with all of them, and they end up all having a beautiful picnic together at the end because they've all cheered each other up. So it's just a great message for our kids. Also, go to jezalborough.com and you will find coloring pages that you can download, and either you can use them at your booth where kids can come and color the pictures, or you can just use them however you like at your book parties, or add an incentive where if you buy this book, you'll also get some free coloring sheets as well. Whatever you like to do with it. Two of the books for our older kids that are really powerful are these two books. They were written by Suzanne Gervais, and she's from Australia, and she is known as a social justice writer of Australia. So she's kind of known for taking hard topics, but putting into like bite-sized pieces for kids in a way that really makes sense to them and speaks to them. So the first one, I Am Jack, is all about bullying. It's based on Suzanne's son's story, so it's very personal to her, and it's great for kids who are being bullied to be able to know that they're not alone and there is hope, and adults do want to help. It's also good for the kids that are being the bullies themselves, because they see kind of the damage they're doing. You also kind of see the flip side and see what the bully is doing, or what's going on in his life, to know that he isn't really okay either. Which is a powerful book to have really great discussions. That's one thing that I always encourage families to whether they pick up this book or this book, is that they read it together with their kids, because when you read about hard topics together, then you will naturally have conversations about those topics. They'll just come up. And so I always recommend this to families. Butterflies is another beautiful treasure. It's written about a girl who was severely burned as a child, and but then where the story takes place, it's during kind of pre-adolescence, and so she's beginning to struggle with the topics like, am I beautiful? Will boys ever like me? Identity, self-esteem, all those topics that girls deal with. It also is an incredible story about compassion and just teaching kids how to be a friend to people who have some sort of disability. My sister was severely burned as a child as well, and I've never read such an amazing book that just really honors the courage of people who go through this, and the families who go through it, and then also just teaches us of how we should honor and support those who are going through hard times as well. Like I said, the same thing with I Am Jack. I always recommend moms read this with your daughters, because you'll have amazing conversations about their identity and how they're feeling about themselves as you're reading this book. This book is for girls that are about 10 years old and up. Finally, one of our newest Kane Miller books, Do nice, be kind, and share happy. And this is such a fun book. I really feel like this is a tool for families, because we want our kids to grow up to be great kids and compassionate and, just care about people around us. And sometimes, as a mom, I'm always looking for resources to how can I begin to ingrain that in my kids. And so this book is an incredible tool to do that. It's filled with a bunch of different ideas on things we can do. It doesn't matter if you're like a little kid, like a toddler, all the way up into, elementary, junior high. It doesn't matter. These ideas will be able to apply to whatever age they are. You can do them as a family. And then the fun thing is, there's a little box down at the bottom where it wants you to say what you did and what your experience was like. And so at the end, you could do all these as a family. Like, you could decide, we're going to do one of these a week, or whatever you want to do. And then you would journal what you did together. And so at the end, you have this book full of things that you've done to share kindness with your community, with your family, and then have record of what you did. So an incredible gift for your family, an incredible gift to give to other people. So those are some of my favorite Kay Miller books, and definitely check out more of them, because they really, really are treasures that our kids and your kids are going to love. So thanks, and hope you're doing well on the checklist, and we look forward to keep cheering you on.